Good morning everyone and welcome to the latest YouTube hop. We're a group of amazingly talented people. I think we're mainly females. Yes, I think we are. And we all do different sorts of things. Most of the ladies do scrapbooking. I do painting. There's mixed media, journaling, things like that. So make sure you hop on down to the next person in the list. I'll have the link in the description below, and later on at the end of the video, if I can, I'll put an iCard up there. Anyway, let's get started. I have some ultramarine blue. Now if any of you know the trouble I've been having with my ultramarine blue, it has been chunky and cottage cheese like. Well, I decided to go and buy a new one, and I double checked it before I paid for it. And I kept the receipt just in case. So here I have ultramarine blue and titanium white, and I have two plates, doesn't matter. And I have this, this is painter's tape. This is just so I get a straight edge. It may not stay that way once I get painting with the sky. But anyway, this bit here is going to be darker, so it's going to be more ultramarine, and then we're going to paint some snow over it. I know it sounds kind of weird making snow blue, but that is kind of how it works. Unless it's a grey day, and then the snow will be grey, or unless someone pees in it. But yeah, don't forget, this is also day 4 of my 12 days of Christmas. Yes, I am behind. You know how you think you can do something and it turns out you struggle because you just got so much else to do, but I'll get there. I've added white to the blue just to lighten it. This is just a base coat, so it really doesn't matter what how blended it is or anything like that. It just needs to be on there. Just need to get some paint on that canvas to get it started. So I hope everyone is going to have a great Christmas, or whatever you celebrate. I don't know any of the other ones because I tend to just avoid things. Avoid the news. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah? I don't know. Happy day. Have a happy day. Just enjoy yourself. I now have my pretty stiff fan brush, and I'm just going to get started with some snow. So I've got mainly titanium white on here, the teensiest bit of blue, and since this paint is still wet, it's going to come up onto my brush, and I'm just tapping, just tap 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 tap. That's all I'm doing. Just want to get our first lot of snow on here. It's going to be lighter further up. And it doesn't matter with this one because I will be doing another one because I like to do 2 layers of snow. So if you don't get this one the exact colours you want because the blue from behind is still coming up, then that's, oops, that's fine. Now I'm going to swap to my left hand, and I'm going to put you in fast forward mode. I just have some Prussian blue. Just going to do a couple little dibby dabs. Nothing fancy. We're not focusing too much on this background, on the actual background. It doesn't need to be too advanced or anything. So while we're letting that dry, I'm going to go ahead and do this part. So I don't want this too much looking like a sky, I want it more Christmassy, so I'm going to use Brilliant Blue. Now the top up here is going to be darker. I'm going to add a little bit of white to make it lighter along our horizon line, which probably won't stay so straight by the time I'm done. And then when it's dry, I'm actually going to add some of this to it, just to try and make it iridescent. Now I've used this a couple times before and it's not done an amazing job, but I'm hoping it will at least make it kind of pearlescent or something. So just Brilliant Blue or whatever blue you want to use up here. Don't paint your Pepsi can. I was actually watching a thing last night on, must have been SBS, on the Coca-Cola wars and how Coke knocked everyone out of, you know, anyone that tried to go up against them knocked them out, but somehow Pepsi slipped through, and so Coke started to get worried and they changed their thing to New Coke. Oh my god, people threw tantrums, screaming, so they had to go back to their normal one, and then I fell asleep. But it was interesting to watch, it really was. Just got some white on here and I'm just going to mix it on here. Now we're just going to let that dry and then we'll come back and do our last layer of snow, and I'll put some of that iridescent medium over that, and then we're going to do a wreath that's going to be hanging up here, and it's going to have Disney baubles, not balls, hanging from it. Get your mind out of the gutter. Hanging from it. So I'm going to do a Jack Skellington one. I'll obviously do a Mickey shaped one. Yeah, I haven't thought too much about it, to be honest. We'll do what we do. I have my fan brush again, and I'm just getting titanium white this time. This is mainly dry, it's just a couple little splotches that aren't. So I'm just gonna tap, not everywhere, just what we did before. Doesn't need to be straight. Can be any way you want, and like I said, this isn't going to be an in-depth landscape tutorial. This is just to put Mickey and Minnie on it, maybe Olaf. I haven't decided. Olaf, I don't know. I'm one of those people that have not seen Frozen. I have not, and I don't want to. I have boys, they're not that interested in Frozen. They like farts and stupid things like that. So when it comes down here, where it's going to be, should be darker, don't do as much white snow, so just tap here and there. If you go over that dark spot, that's fine, you just put it back in. That was too much. Now if you think you made this too light down here, just grab some more ultramarine, just a little bit, not a great deal. Just get some, mix it with white, and just put some blue back in. Now I have a good goop of the iridescent medium that I showed you, and just gonna put it over this blue. I just have a damp mop brush, and I just want to leave a lot of hairs on my painting. That was my whole goal, just cause I'm just blending in, not blending in, but smoothing in this iridescent medium. And when it's dry, those hairs should easily come off. So we're going to let this dry. And then we'll do the wreath up here. So it's going to be phthalo green. So okay, this is all dry, hopefully. Yes, it is. Now I have some sap green, and I'm just going to do a line. And then I'm going to do the branches. Paint all over me. So we're just going to go like that, all the way down, getting bigger each step of the way. Now these don't have to be straight or perfect in any way. As you can see, mine's on an angle here. Now my next step I'm going to do is get some titanium white and just do the highlights. So I'm going to do each branch as I do it. So I've got white, I didn't clean my brush. So I'm just going to do the highlight on the left hand side of the stem, or whatever it is. And then the highlights are going to be on the tip of each of the separate branches, going further down each time. And the same for this side. So I'm just going to go along this whole top area. And that's it. I'm just going to go along and do that the whole way. I'm going to go ahead and finish doing these, doing the exact same thing with the exact same colours, and then I'll go put the camera back on. Okay, so there we are. I've done probably about 30 to 40 branches. You could do more, you could do less, doesn't matter. And I have gone over other ones, like I've layered them over. So now I'm going to do a white line, just anywhere you want. It's going to be the string holding the bauble. So I kind of want one here. So having one bauble there, I'll have one with a short string here. Need my dagger striper. So you want an odd number, so I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have high flow white, and I'm just going to make this one here is going to be the Jack Skellington one. This one here, I'm going to make the Mickey one or the Minnie one, whichever way you want to do it. Now I have paint all over me. That one's just going to be a bauble. There's that one. Get one. Now as you can see, I have painted them all in a layer of white, just so it makes it easier to get the actual colours onto them, which I'll do when they are dry. I've done another layer on this bauble here because he's going to be white, and I think I might just fix this bit up here, do a little bit more white. And while I'm going, I've got a smidge of black, and I'm just gonna, that's too much black, just so you know. I am gonna blend that in. So to blend that in, I've just got some white. Got black. It's got white again. Now for Jack's grin. Okay, now we're doing the Mickey one, so I just have red. I'm going up and then down again, so I did a kind of, it's on a bit of an angle, that one. Now I'll just paint it in. and the rest is going to be black. Okay, so now with this Mickey one, I'm just adding a little bit of black to the red, just to make it a deep red. But as usual, I added too much black. And I stuck my arm in paint. So I'm just going to do a quick, the shadow that's going to be around the edge there. And then give your brush a clean and put some more red on it. Don't forget to take that bit up. Now there's a couple of things that are left to do on him, but I can't do them while he's wet. So I'm just going to reinforce this line here. And I'm just going to get a little bit of black, so I'm going to make a very light grey, oh no, a dark grey, just for here. And here. A little bit there. So I'm going to put 2 white circles there as well. I just have some titanium white. I'm just going to try and get just a bright spot there. And while I have the white out, I'm just going to get started on Minnie's little fluffy pom-pom on her hat. And just add the smidgiest bit of black, so it's a very light grey. These are her eyes. They're white. And so is this bit down here. using red. I'm just going to put in her little shirty thing. My paint's been out for a while, so it's starting to go dry. And that's her green scarf there. I'm sure, as we all know, Minnie has black ears. Now the main reason I'm doing a Minnie one, I didn't really, or a Mickey and a Minnie, I didn't really want to touch Mickey and Minnie, but the day this goes to air, well, the day this gets published on YouTube will be my youngest son's birthday. And he loves Mickey and Minnie. None of my kids have ever loved Mickey and Minnie, but he does. I love Donald. I've always been a Donald kind of person. I understand his anger and his frustration. I just added some titanium white here just to lighten this bit up. Just a smidgen. And same as around here, the outside of the ear. All the way down, all the way down to about halfway. And then that's when we have this bit here. Now her nose is black. Try not to put your hand in the red. There's like a little bit of black there that I forgot to do. And now for these white circles on this bauble up here. That one went a little too wide. I'm just going to get some red. Now for her face, I'm just doing an easy one, skin tone light, and I added titanium white to it to make it a little lighter. Now I'm going to go over her mouth here. I'll put that in after she's dry. Now I'm going to do her scarf brilliant yellow green. And there's the base coat of Minnie done, and we're just going to do Olaf, or Olaf, whatever his name is, and Mickey, and then finish the baubles, and then we should be done. Now, I'm going to put in her tail, otherwise I'm just going to forget. I guarantee I will forget. I've just made a light grey for Olaf because he's white, but you need to add some grey in there for him to be, some black in there for him to be seen. Just got some black. A little bit more black. I've got some orange for his nose. I've got cat orange hue, so if I wanted to I could touch it. I'm going to make it a weaker black, so dark grey. Getting my smaller brush. Just going to do some grey under here. And with that same grey, I'm going to go around his eyes. And now for his itty bitty arms, I have some burnt umber. And for these funny looking things too, whatever they are, branches by the look of it. Burnt umber. I might make the shadow under here brown, so burnt umber. And then I'm going to do another layer of the orange. And then I'm going to grab just a little bit of the burnt umber and mix it in with the orange. And I'm just going to do a couple of curved lines like you would see on a carrot. Going to do his eyes really white. There is teeth. And inside those white eyes is some very black pupils. Which I can't do right now because my white is a little bit thick. But I will darken his little buttons. Now I'm just going to do another layer of him. Okay, so I'm just doing another layer of Minnie. So I'm just doing the exact same thing I did before. So I'll put you in fast forward and I'll get Minnie done. Now I'm just, pardon me. Now I'm just going to do the exact same thing with Olaf. Okay, so I'm just going to do this Mickey Mouse bauble. I'm going to do it red and it's going to have black dots. So I hope you do follow on to the next person in the hop order. She's a wonderful lady. She makes some beautiful scrapbooking things, scrapbooking pages. I know nothing about scrapbooking, so if I say the words wrong, forgive me. And while we've got the red, we may as well get started on Mickey and his hat, if I can see from the glare. Oops, I just went straight over his hand. Doesn't matter, I can go fix it up later on. I'm just going to wipe that bit off. Not perfectly, just so I know I made a mistake there. Because otherwise I'll just keep going over his hand. That is my washing machine. I'm having real trouble seeing over this side. I just finished painting him in. It was just really hard for me to see because with the camera there I just couldn't reach over. Now black. Now using white with a smidgiest of black, just going to do his not headband, his little fluffy bit on his hat. This is just the first layer, so we don't need to do the dabbing. And the colour doesn't matter so much on this layer either. So you could just do it completely white if you wanted to. This is just black, just so I can get the bottom of his shirt. I didn't want that red bit there. So I just did the whites of his eyes, the little pink because I've got a little red in there, but I don't care about that. And I just extended his glove just a little bit. And now for his scarf, which is green. Now I have this colour that I wanted to try on one of these baubles. This is, oops, sorry, upside down. It's Pearl Yellow Mid by Montmartre. I may not like it, I may change it. I may kill a fly. Ah, I forgot to do his pom-pom. I'll do that in a second. I don't know, I quite like it actually. Just going to do his pom-pom. So I just have white with a little bit of black. I'm just going to do his pom-pom. I've just got white in his grin here, just to get some paint on his mouth there. Okay, so with this bauble up here, this Mickey Mouse bauble, I just added a black line across where his ears are, and then I dragged that black down and around, and I just add a little bit of black there where his ears are kind of curved in. Hopefully, even though it's wet, I'm going to try and add these black dots. I did another coat of that pearl yellow, and now I've got rich gold. I've just got a little bit of the orange, teeniest little bit, and I'm mixing it with the yellow on here just to do the shadows that's going to be on the outside of this bauble. And then make sure you clean your brush. Give it a wipe too, because it tends to drip water everywhere. And then get your yellow again and just go over this middle bit. I'm doing it in a curved motion, so like that. Now I don't know if you can see, wrong way, but I also did another coat of gold on there. I probably need another one or two more, and I might put some glitter on that one. Now to start just a little bit on Mickey, because we're almost done, believe it or not. I've added white to black, just want it a little darker than that. That's better. added some white to that green, and just gonna put a little bit there, a little bit down here. Might make it just a little bit lighter. I'm going to make the bit directly under his neck just a little bit darker. So I'm just going to add some blue, if I can find it. Just going to add some blue to that green. Now I've still got black. Now I went ahead and did a black outline on Olaf, and I'm going to use Prussian blue. Oh, I've got to find it in this mess. Now I've got my fan brush, Prussian blue and titanium white. Just dabbing some white over the top. Not much. Okay, now I'm going to be working on Minnie, just doing her final details. So I'm mixing red with black just to get that a little bit darker black, red. And a little water drop. She's got shadow here from the scarf. Oops, not that deep. This is her other arm. Now for her little hat. Same thing, red with black, and then just blending it in. Shake the water off. Got to actually pick up some paint in order to get it to go on. Now I'm just getting some red. Just going to go over it, blend it in. It just looks so much better when you blend it in. It's got a little bit more black. Just putting that black back in that I just got rid of, but still blending it. Now red. And that should be just about done. Black with the smallest bit of white, back to her ears again. Just not happy with the way that's blended in. So now I'm going to get my black. And just go over it. Lighter grey. More black. Now I've just got black to blend it in again. So now I'm just back to the skin tone. I know Mickey and Minnie have like a yellow tinge to them, but I just wanted to do this way. I'm going to leave the face until the black is dry. She says as she does the face. Can do the final bit of her skirt down here. So that'll be white with teeniest bit of black. And we're going to dab. I don't care if I go with black line. Can always put it back. So I'm going to make the edges go out and over her shirt, and just so it looks bumpy. Looks so much better now. So I've just got skin tone, light, and that's going to be my actual shadow colour, which is really handy. And then I'll blend it in by adding white. I'm adding white just to blend it in. So just using the black and my liner, I'm just gonna, my liner's gone all funny. Just gonna draw in a very faint line. Titanium white, and I'm going to put a reflection on her nose. I got some burnt umber just to very carefully do the outline on her eyes. I just did a quick black outline just around the face there. Now I'm just going to do her pupils in black. And she has lovely long lashes. Now titanium white, a little bit of black, not much. And I'm just going to do the fluff on her hat. Finally. It's just a little smidge of black because there's like a little curved bit there. And then just getting some black to just so it's red, and the rest inside her mouth is going to be black. And then I got some yellow green, bright, brilliant yellow green. Just got some black there. Now back to Mickey. I've got black and I'm just doing this part, just the main black. Now burnt umber to go around his eyes. This eye on the right is going to be taller, just a little bit. Now black for his pupils. This is burnt umber. I'm just getting the skin tone light to do the shadows. Now adding white to blend it in. I'm just alternating here with the skin tone light mixed with white and the skin tone, just to get the shadows and it all blended together so it doesn't look patchy. I just have some grey. Just going to start shading his glove. Now some red and black. Not too much black. I'm just getting red, going over, blending it in. A little bit more of the black and the red. Now I just realised why he looks like he's a little bit tubby. I made a mistake. So this bit over here does not belong. So I'm just going to get some white. And a teeny bit of ultramarine. See how easy it is to fix things up? And down here. Round out his nose again. See if we can get that white dot on there. Now red for his tongue. And black for the rest of the inside of his mouth. A little bit of red and black. Just back there. Just red. I'm just not loving that eye. So I'm going to make it smaller. A bit of white. Little bit of white, little bit of white. And a little bit of black and red to finish off this hat. And then we want to go around the outline of the buttons with a bit of black. And now for the fluff. Now some black. Now I'll do white on this one. Orange. This is just making them lighter, just putting a couple of spots of lighter colour on here. Yep. Now if you wanted to, you could put some more green leaves in front of these baubles, or yeah. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Hop on to the next lady's video, which will be in the link below. And oh, I didn't do a black outline there. I'll finish that off. And I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas. I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas, and happy birthday to my youngest. And I hope you enjoyed this painting. Sorry, I'm just looking at it because I'm sure I've forgotten something, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you have a Merry Disney Christmas.